Ladies, gentlemen, various tropical birds. It is the commentator who flaps it at night. I am Chip Stackworth, aka Paystacks Calhoun. Shout out to whoever gave me that nickname because I love it. Anyway, we got a little something special for you this week, leading up into International Incident, which is our super card that will be on Friday night. We're gonna give you guys a treat. We here at the offices of SuperNova Pro have been hearing that we don't show enough tag teams or tag team matches in our broadcasting, and you might be right. I'll give you that. So tonight, just for you, we are giving you a tag team showcase. 5 matches, all tag matches. Pretty much almost every tag team worth mentioning will be featured on this show. So this is going to be a big week. We got our tag team showcase tonight. We got our go home show on Wednesday night, and then Friday night we will be traveling off to the UK for International Incident 1. So stick around. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun week, I guarantee. Now let's get into this first match. 2 teams that you've never heard of, one of them making their debut. One of them have been here from the start, just been a little busy doing their independent, things. As No Mercy, the team of Casey Bryant and Oliver Isaac on your left. On your right is a new tag team that I just got information for. I'll tell you a little later on as they come out. Here's No Mercy. Oliver Isaac on your right. On your left, Casey Bryant. This young hot tag team hasn't really been featured lately in SuperNova Pro. They've been overseas. They are both from the UK, so they've been doing some UK dates. Finally, they are here to represent SuperNova Pro. And coming out, I just got the info on these guys. These are the newest members of Monterey Black's payroll. On your right, Pete Young. On your left, Taziah Washington. They call themselves Next Gen, and they claim to be the future of tag team wrestling, the future of SuperNova Pro. Like I said, they were flanked by Monterey Black, a man who's just been snatching up talent. And here we have, there he is, Taziah Washington on your right now. Pete Young about to ascend. Can't wait to see what these 2 young men have in store. So here we go, our first match, opening bout. No Mercy. Next Gen. Tag Team Showcase is a go. Now you see the clock. There is a 15-minute time limit on this match. We want to get everybody in. Oh, nice X-Plex by Casey Bryant right off the top. Wow, Pete Young thought he had a little something. Bryant said, no, sir. Bryant. Oh, nice combination pump handle flatliner. O'Brien and Isaac, like I said, are from the UK. One of them's from Birmingham. I might be wrong about that. The other one is from Liverpool. So Oliver Isaac is from Liverpool. Love that guy because Liverpool is my favorite football club in the EPL. So there you go, there's that. Bryant now fighting his way out of the bad neighborhood. And Bryant, now Monterey Black, up on the apron, distracting Bryant. And Pete Young, oh, went for the German. Bryant, way too savvy. The bad investment power slam. And Casey Bryant in full control right now. Pete Young is getting all the business. He's catching hands, paws, hooves, talons, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Pete Young finally, I was going to say he's finally showing a little life. There he is. Wow, nice teardrop. Holds on. There's another. And there's a third. And Pete Young does 1 second of offense and violates Widget Roll. But look at it, he's back in control. Power slam on Bryant. But Bryant right back on top of things. Up, jawbreaker. Pete Young, what's he going to do? Snap suplex. If I was Pete Young, I would do what he was doing right now. Nope, I wouldn't do that. I would tag in my fresh partner after catching a beatdown of all beatdowns for a good part of this match. But Pete Young is a fighter, very athletic. The Tazplex out of nowhere by Pete Young. Now, here's what I do know about Young and Washington. They did go to college together. They're both amateurs. They both have that amateur wrestling background, bringing it to the pros. They also played several sports. And there's the bad investment power slam. Officially the bad investment. Huge Uranage. And Bryant, who has been in this match the entire time, went for a power slam, countered out by Pete Young. And Bryant wisely, unlike Pete Young, gets his tag team partner in there. High knee, low knee, my nuts, my guts. Oliver Isaac. Right to that triangle. Pete Young, very resilient, not tapping. Instead, power bombs his way out of a terrible, terrible situation. Still has yet to tag in his partner. Pump handle suplex. Oliver Isaac countering Pete Young. Pete Young countering Oliver Isaac. Did the overhead belly to belly. And Pete Young finds some way to stay in this match. Pete Young still getting the business, however. Oh! Butterfly gut buster from Oliver Isaac. Ooh. It's all Oliver. Tazaya Washington, welcome to the match. Just got German suplexed out of your boots. Went for the overhead belly to belly. Washington not with it. Nice drop kick by Tazaya Washington. Sweet and sour suplex by Pete Young. Pete Young still did not make a tag. Almost 7 minutes in, almost halfway through this match, and Pete Young with the power bomb. Holy smokes! Into a Boston Crab. With Oliver Isaac. Showing that resiliency. They all are showing resiliency. That is the name of the game in SuperNova Pro. Pete Young has had quite a handle. Rebound, German suplex. And finally, Pete Young tags into Zaya Washington halfway through this match. Oliver Isaac greets him with a dragon screw. Now to Zaya Washington, possibly the more athletic of the two men in next gen. Oliver Isaac, definitely the more athletic. Went for that super kick, completely missed. Butterfly suplex by Zaya Washington. And now Zaya takes a moment to gloat. Gloat on a boat. And Zaya gets snuffed out in a corner. And Washington gets sent down. Now Oliver Isaac taking a moment. Now both men are outside, but the count has been restarted. And a tequila sunrise on the outside by Zaya Washington. Won't win you any matches, but it is one of my favorite submissions of all time. Oliver Isaac, not a fan. Mayanara from Oliver Isaac on the outside. This match might be supremely over with a double count out. Monterey Black somehow, some way, slipped a chair in here. Dash Cunning has not moved the chair. Oh! Nice backbreaker by Oliver Isaac. Tags in big Casey Bryant. Snap suplex by Washington, making sure that Casey Bryant doesn't murder him. Now what's Washington setting up for? Nice pump handle, Death Valley driver. Dash. And Next Gen gets a win in their debut off the finisher with no name. Didn't look so good early on for Next Gen. Pete Young did have some reversals, but they seemed to be all out of desperation. Oliver Isaac got some of that desperation. Triple teardrops. Pete Young showing great athleticism. There's that teardrop into the rolling lariat. And a powerbomb. Dash making the count. Dash has been taking a while to get to these counts. Into the Boston Crab. There was your missed opportunity by Oliver Isaac. And that was the beginning of the end. As Washington and Young celebrate a victory in their first match in SP Dub. Welcome, Next Gen. Monterey Black on the outside, applauding his boys. Good, strong first showing. We move on To our next match. Oh, this might be a good one. The Headhunters, who debuted last week, taking on the returning Category 5, who also came back last week. Both had strong matches. Both these teams look really good. Both these teams want to make a claim. I don't know why they want to make a claim. Have you guys seen our tag team champs? Good Lord. Good luck whoever feels as though they can beat them. Beat the Agents of Chaos. Because this is not looking good for any real team right now. Except for, I want to say, I think Jin and Van Hazard, who outsmarted Agents of Chaos last week, got a count-out victory. I don't really think there's another team out that can hang with the Agents of Chaos, like in a straight-up wrestling match where there are no shenanigans like there were last week, where Jin basically held on to, I want to say Sanders. It might have been Sokolov. I couldn't see from my angle, but whoever the legal man was got counted out by the illegal man in the match. And that secured a victory for Jin and EVH, who have a new name, by the way. So that's dope. They finally decided to give themselves a name. That's enough about that match. We're getting into this match right now. Headhunters, Category 5. Live from the train yard. And we're lit up as we await the arrival of the two men who are heavily being looked over by Brandon Gates and Project Mayhem. Alexander on your left, Frost on your right. I am incorrect for the second week in a row. Shout out to my editor, Steve. Steve just gave me the notes. Frost is on your left. Alexander is on your right. I messed that up for an entire match and nobody told me until after the broadcast. And then I just did it again. I really want the one to be the other so bad. But anyway, here are the Headhunters. They looked great last week in another strong showing. The lights come on. These two men look very ready to go. They look very ready to go murder someone. They're ready for the purge. And coming out as the Headhunters wait. Here come their opponents. Shane on your left. Brett on your right. Category 5. From Orlando, Florida. These two young men have a lot to prove. Brett being suspended to start off the year. Some shenanigans happened, but he looks like he is ready to come back with his little brother Shane and retake the tag team division. Starting now. Headhunters, Category 5. Match number 2 on the night is a go. 15 minutes on the clock. As Big Frost and Little Shane are going at it right now. Biggest man in the match going up against the smaller man in the tag team. Frost now with the headlock takedown. Man, this kid Frost. Yeah, he's a little out there. But boy, his strength will not be denied. He's just a big bruiser. As you see him with the over the knee stretch. I see big things in the future of the Headhunters, especially if the rumors are true and they will join Mayhem. Oh, but eat that Rana, says young Shane Anderson. Then that neck snap. A Category 5 started off strong this year. Tyrion DDT. I call it the short round DDT. Makes me laugh. European uppercut counter by Frost. Now look at the strength. Oh! Shane gets out of it. Back suplex. If I were Shane, I wouldn't waste too much time. Another back suplex. Keep him grounded. Good strategy by Shane. Shane Anderson. Then a Masaki kick. A jawbreaker counter by Frost. Shane has an answer for everything Frost is trying to do. Shane Anderson, the younger of the brothers Anderson, Category 5. Whips Frost into the corner. Now we're going to get some tag teamage. Frost coming off the ropes. Oh, nice maneuver by the brothers Anderson. The atomic drop big boot combo. Apparently Frost has had enough. He tags in young Alexander. Alexander. Fisherman driver. The crowd not very happy with that one. I'm not sure why. If I had any advice for these two men, it would be to shave their heads. Now Brett Anderson, the older of the brothers Anderson, going counter for counter with Alexander. And a nice power bomb. Alexander went back to the outside, figured himself out. And now, the Ace of Spades. Bow, 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 bow. All right, enough of that. Brett Anderson back on his feet, however, and back off his feet after the Fireman's Carry takedown counter. Northern Lights with a bridge. Iceman appreciates it, but it was still early. Sick neck breaker by Brett Anderson. Goes for the cover. Got a 2 count. Brett Anderson taking this match over. Now some more tag teamage. Oh! Flying leg drop off the top rope by Shane. Almost got the 3 count off that maneuver. I don't know what it's called. Gamagiri, I know what that's called. Shane Anderson just jumped over a man to land a drop kick. Shane Anderson jumped over Frost. And Alexander jumped over Shane Anderson for the powerbomb to the outside. Both brothers Anderson are on the floor right now. As Alexander may just save this entire match for the Headhunters. Now both men had an idea. Crucifix driver by young Shane Anderson. Once again, they were both going for kicks, kind of sideswiped each other. Oh, Alexander tried to turn this back around in his favor. Catches a short round DDT. Irish whip. Went for the super kick. Shane says, no, sir. Well, got it that time. Alexander will not be denied. And brings back in the big man in the match, the power guy. Big Frost. Shane Anderson has no time for Frost shenanigans. Frost back body drop counter. Gets back on his feet. Shane rolls out for a second. Gets himself together quickly. Throws Frost into the corner. Now here's that top rope guillotine backdrop combo. One more time. Two count. As Frost kicks out. Brett went for that submission hold. No, sir. Frost still in this one. Big body slam by Frost. Might have been what he needed to turn this match around in the favor of the Headhunters. Sick lariat by Frost. By the way, he only has one eye. I don't know if you noticed this. Brett Anderson finding his way back out. Oh, don't look. Don't look. No, I looked. And Frost, somehow, some way, still in this. We're almost 9 minutes in. Missed the kick. Brett Anderson back up on his feet. Blue Thunder Bomb. I didn't know he had that kind of strength in him. And now in the corner. Went for the Gamagiri. No, sir. Nice takedown by Brett Anderson, though. And that looked like a desperation move by Frost. As he back body drops Brett Anderson to the outside. Now, pump handle, backbreaker. Dash Cunning making a count. Needs to focus more on the legal competitors. By the way, look at the hesitation on the stalling suplex by Frost. Got to get him back in. Got to get this action back in, folks. Mind the count. Mind the count. All right, both men back in. Lord knows I hate countouts. Brett gets to his brother Shane. Basement dropkick. Smart move by Shane Anderson. Almost had no effect on Frost, however. He looks rejuvenated. Side Russian leg sweep. Frost tags in Alexander. Kind of looks like a mime, but that's okay. He lives the life. Nice spinning heel kick. Steps on Shane on the way up. Imploding 450. And that'll do it. You're winners, folks. After Anderson just surprised the hell out of me just now. And that move done by both Andersons. That was very sick. I thought it was over both times. That was so nice. We showed it thrice. But it wasn't over. Not by a long shot. It's 2.5. And Frost remembered he was the biggest man in the match. Just start beating down Brett. But here we go. The imploding 450. Your winners. The Headhunters. A team I'm actually really interested in seeing a lot more of. I'm not even going to lie. Well, hold on. It looks like we're going to have a word with TZ Valentine. Last time he came out here, he got his ass completely whooped. But you know what? We'll see what he has to say. Give him his moment in the sun. I'm going to take this time to let you know that SuperNova Pro has been brought to you by Fred's House of Breadsticks. And also a place just known as The Hole. So shout out to The Hole for bringing you SuperNova Pro. Also, shout out to the Triad. If you have not caught High Class Wrestling, you need to go check them out. If you have not watched Blitz Wrestling, who have taken a bit of a hiatus right now, you need to go check out their catalog as well. That is the Digital Triad, us, High Class, and Blitz. Only dudes moving units, M Pimp Juice, and us. I don't know where that Jay-Z line came from. I'm sorry. All right. We ready? Because I'm just over here BSing right now. Okay. Steve says we're ready. Let's do this. And TZ Valentine coming out. I like TZ Valentine. I really do. I like his spunk. I like his gumption. I like the gall that he has to come out and just call people out. And for some reason, Paradox is out here. Paradox has had a rough year. I'm not even going to front. There was so much potential in this world for Paradox. He has been endorsed by some of the best, but he hasn't really yielded the results that we all think he should have. Are they going to challenge one another? Is this what's happening? We're going to have a match, or are they going to go to International Incident? I can hear it, but I really don't believe what's going on. It's a whole lot of, I respect you, bruh. I respect you, bruh. So, they're talking about, coming up in the underground in Toledo. Well, we just learned a little something about Paradox, didn't we? In the battles that they had and how they forged a friendship that really hasn't really been, displayed here in SPW. I mean, TZ Valentine's been kind of doing his thing. Paradox, now with the light heavyweight division, has been doing his thing. And basically they just said, let's do lunch. big waste of time by TZ Valentine. Which I do not appreciate. Because I don't know what this means. They could have did that via text. They could have got together and talked. And whatever. You don't come out here in front of a live audience and BS the fans. It looks like we're having technical difficulties, folks.